rhythms governing all of the water bodies on the planet, the water that grows the plants, our crystals, and we're 100% part of that natural flow. And so whether we're looking at it psycho-spiritually or whether we're actually using the moon, and traditionally the moon has been used for planting, harvesting, we can look at that in connection with the seed that the soul cycles that we go through. Every time the moon comes home to the sun, she's traditionally in medical astrology, and also today, medical astrologers use the moon specifically looking at fertility days. She's the cosmic mother. When she comes home to the sun at the new moon, every new moon cycle, there's an opportunity for this new seed, energetic seed, to be planted for soul growth, soul understanding. And these roll in 28-day cycles. And so powerful change is not really, the word power and the moon never really go together, but there's a deep, I believe there to be a deep lunar power that we begin to experience, the power of the lunar rhythms, when we actually observe the long-term growth and the long-term change that will naturally flow, and we'll begin to observe whether we reflect back 2.25 years or whether we project forward and consciously work with the lunar rhythms. I sense there is a way we can begin to understand and flow with the lunar rhythms in a lunar way. And what I mean by that is flowing from a felt sense, not being so mental about our charts, about where our planets are, what's going on. I mean, I'll know some basics of what's going on in my chart. I'm familiar with my own moon tracking when the moon moves through, for example, my 4th house in Scorpio. I always know there is some type of big wave that's going to come. And even if I'm not aware that it's moving through Scorpio at that particular moment in time, I'll then have that kind of transformational experience in the 4th house, in my home environment, in my inner world, and then I look back, oh, the moon's in Scorpio. So we all have these deep types, these experiences with our own lunar rhythms, our own chart. And this is why it's really important to get familiar with our own charts. You know, we don't have to be expert astrologers. We can be familiar with where the planets are, what signs they're in. And so when the moon comes to those planets, it's also contacting your chart and the complexes or the gifts you have in connection with that planet, bringing deeper understanding, the needs, intuition, wisdom. It just brings a lunar energy. It energizes it in a way to grow it, to bring growth. And so although we don't connect the word or join the word power with the moon and the moon cycles, there's a depth to it, and there may be some transits that can be powerful. For example, the moon transiting or coming to your Uranus and a light bulb coming on, deep revelational understanding. The moon to Mars, you might feel extra energized that day. So there's a power that it comes through, but it's in a lunar way. And so what we're going to be looking at is beyond this 28-day cycle, which gives us opportunity for soul growth, these 9-month lunar gestation cycles, which have been explored